Okay guys, welcome back to the Discord bot tutorial series. In this episode I'm going to teach you guys about Cogs. Cogs are essentially a really nice way to organize your bots, commands and events into nice groups, like a category. And that way you don't have to have a massive just main file. So, to get started, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to create a new folder and call it Cogs. Now we'll just leave that folder empty for now. Oh, by the way, I cleaned up the bot and removed some of the commands we're not going to need anymore that were just for previous episodes. So we're only going to be using these commands this episode. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to create a separate command called load cog, and this will essentially load a cog. What we're going to want to pass in is ctx and then cog, and we're simply going to want to do bot.load underscore extension, and we're going to do an f string cogs dot cog. Okay, and we're going to simply copy that, paste it, and change it to unload cog and bot.unload extension. Okay, what these commands will simply do is this one will load a cog into the server and this one will unload it. This means you can basically have different modules of the bot enabled or disabled if you want. Right, so then what we're going to want to do is defaultly we're going to want every single cog to be enabled. So what we're going to want to do is loop through every file in our cogs file. So for this we will need the OS, so if you haven't already got it from a previous use, import OS up at the top here, and then for file name in os dot list dir, which will search through a directory, and we're going to say /cogs. Okay, and this will essentially loop through any file we have in this directory. Okay, so what we're going to want to first do is check if the file is a Python file. So if we do file name dot ends with .py, all Python files end with .py. If it meets that condition, we'll know it's a Python file. And what we can do then is we can load the extension. So bot underscore load extension again, another f string cogs dot file name, and what we actually want to do is we want to remove the last three characters. So if we pass in these square brackets here, that will remove the last three characters, which is the .py extension. Okay, so now we've got that basic code set up in our main bot area, we can actually go and create a cog. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a new file. The cog we're going to be creating is an info cog, so we'll just do it info.py, and first thing we want to do is import discord, and from discord, that needs to be on a new line, from discord import, from discord.ext, sorry, import commands. Okay, now what we want to do is we want to say class, and we'll call it info, make sure to pass in commands.cog. We're going to want to also create a init method, so def underscore underscore init underscore underscore. And for the init, we want to pass in self and bot. Okay, so self.bot equals bot. That's all we need in there. Now we're going to want to come out of the class and create a setup method. Setup. Okay, and in our setup method we want to pass in bot. And we're going to want to do bot.add underscore cog info bot. Okay, so now this is the basic structure for a cog, and anything we want the cog to do we place here inside the class. So what we're first going to want to do is create a command. So we're going to actually move our current command instead of writing a whole new one. We're going to move both of these commands, the ping and user info. We're just going to cut them out of there and paste them in here. Make sure they line up correctly. And there are a few changes we're going to have to make. First of all, we're going to have to change bot to commands.command on both of these. And we're going to want to pass in self to both of these. You have to pass in a self on any new command if it's inside a cog. And if you're referencing the bot, what you're going to want to do is actually self.bot instead. Okay, so those two commands should now be added. And if we now run the main file, hopefully we don't get any errors. No, bot is ready. Okay, and bot is online. And if we try running, it was the ping command we added, we can see we still get a response. And let's also try the user info. Yes, we also get a response, even though they're not in the main file anymore. So now let's try something else. Let's see what happens if we do unload cog info. Okay, we didn't set it up to provide any response, so that's fine. But let's now try and do the ping command again. As we can see, the ping command is no longer found. Let's do the same for user info. User info is not found. Okay, let's load back the info cog. Oh, not exclamation mark load cog info. And now let's try those commands again. Exclamation mark ping. We get a response. Exclamation mark user info. We get a response. So yes, this is like a really nice way of enabling / disabling certain, let's call them modules in your bot. If you don't want to use a certain category of commands, you don't have to. Okay, and we're also going to create a second cog to handle events. So we'll do events.py. And again, we can copy all of the previous cogs and just remove the commands we added and change the name to events. And events here as well. Okay, so what we're going to want to do is Now we're going to remove our onReady event. And we're going to place it inside the events cog. Make sure the indentation is proper. And again, we have to make some changes. So what we do instead of bot.event, we do commands.cog.listener. That should be lowercase actually. Okay. Now obviously we're still getting the errors because we again have to pass in self to onReady, even though previously it didn't take in any arguments. It needs to take in self now. And we also need to call self.bot to change the presence here. Okay, we're still going to get an error because prefix is undefined. So we need to give that a definition here. So what we can actually do is copy that. Well, actually we can remove it because we won't need prefix from here anymore. And we're going to want to go back to our events, and outside of the class we're going to set that as a global variable. Now that's not going to work as it is because we haven't got the data from the config file, so we are going to copy that and paste that just above it. Okay, and one final thing, we're going to want to import JSON. Okay, so now if we come back to the main file, we did actually need the prefix still here, I forgot about that, so let's quickly copy that back over. Okay, so if we scroll down here, we can see there is no longer an onReady event here because we removed it. And if we now try to run this, we'll still see we get the bot is ready. If we head back into Discord, we can still see the presence. So yeah, that is how you use Cogs in Discord. I would honestly recommend using them because they make your main file so much tidier, and you can easily load and unload a specific module, which makes your bot more versatile. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed. The next video will probably be about how to block a mention from being sent. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.